tried to take you out, only to find out that God was there on your behalf. They lied on you, they talked about you, and called you everything but a child of God, only to find out that God was there. Can you declare that he'll never leave you, nor forsake you? Hallelujah. Come on, let's give God some glory. Come on, let's give God some praise for being there. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, God, for being there. Glory, hallelujah. Thank you, God. Thank you for being a battle axe. When everybody else was scared and ran, he was there. Come on, let's look at our scripture today. Comes from John chapter 9, verses 1 through 5. John 9, 1 through 5. This is what the scripture says. It says that Jesus was walking alone. He saw a man who had been blind from birth.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he did.
Teacher, his disciples asked him, why was this man born blind? Was it a result of his own sins or those of his parents? It was not because of his sins or his parents' sins, Jesus answered. He was born blind so the power of God could be seen in him. All of us must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. Because there is little time left before the night falls and all work comes to an end.
Yes, sir.
But while I'm still here in the world,
Yes, sir.
I am the light of the world. Title of today's word is, I ain't thinking about you, boy, bye.
That's a good one.
I ain't thinking about you, boy, bye.
All right. That's a good one, bro.
You know, I was looking at Sports Center last week where this football player was trying to backtrack a few dog whistle tweets he had put out.
Yes, sir.
Because he was hoping not to mess up his chance of getting drafted by the San Francisco 49ers. After he was drafted, I saw where the clown in the White House tweeted to congratulate him and encourage him not to change who he was if he wanted to make America great again. Early in the week, when I was trying to see what was said in the tweets that he deleted, he simply said that Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Colin Kaepernick were trash. Said in different posts, but that they were trash.
Yeah.
People have a right to their own opinion.
Yes, sir.
But those three are extremely successful in their fields.
Yes, sir.
So I'm not sure how they qualify for trash. But the common theme is that they're all black.
Yes, sir.
And also socially vocal.
All right.
And their activism, socially vocal about their activism on black issues. The activism on these issues, I think, is the purpose for the dog whistle that he did in his tweet. Yes, I can honestly say that in my work on behalf of Christ, I don't get caught up in the plays. In the end, I know that my calling is about purpose.
Yes, sir. All right.
And not people. You lose your way if you think it's about people. Calling is a whole lot deeper than people. Now I'm about to say something and y'all might get mad and walk out.
Don't say it, bro.
But I preached to small groups before, wasn't certain. As long as I know my wife and my 2 grandbabies gonna stay. And so I think my sister, she's gonna stay. And so I got a little church of my own. And so when they tell you got the truth, but I'm gonna be honest with you now that I call it is about purpose, not people.
Yes, sir.
And if 45 died today, I would neither cry nor celebrate. I ain't gonna cry because it ain't really sad. I ain't gonna celebrate because I'm not gonna celebrate the demise of another human. I realize that this thing is bigger than people.
That's it. Yeah.
It's about purpose.
Purpose. All right. All right.
There have been some people that have tried to block my path and tried to block your path, and God has dealt with them because they were not smart enough to see the scripture that said, touch not my anointed, and my prophets do no harm.
That's right. All right.
They did it anyway, disregarding scripture, and God had to show them that's a bad move. But when God shows them, no need to celebrate, because God does what God does, is take care of his folk. It's bigger than people. It's about purpose. Verses 1 through 2, this is what the scripture says. As Jesus was walking along, he saw a man who had been blind from birth. Teacher, his disciples asked him, why was this man born blind?
That's right.
Was it a result of his own sins or those of his parents? The people, they saw a problem. They saw somebody with an issue. They saw somebody with a problem. And they assumed that the victim or his closest of kin was the reason for the problem. And we see that all the time today. People have issues that they struggle with, and folk want to blame the people or blame their family where they come from. We live in a very inhumane and immoral world. Just because I'm going through something in life, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm a bad person. Just because I'm going through some trial doesn't mean that I made some bad choices. But the disciples, coming to Jesus' church, looked at the issues that the blind man was dealing with and said, Jesus, was it a sin that he committed, or was it the sins of his parent? I get it aggravated by church folks sometimes. We always got these. I was looking at Billy Graham's son, who just walking in his daddy's shoes. He's just a little bit more outspoken than his daddy was, but does the same things his daddy did. And so he's a very outspoken evangelical, and he was, just bashing folk and just bashing folk for choices that they make, lifestyles that they choose, and just bashing folk. And as I read the news, it doesn't always seem to get a lot of publicity, but all these folk that do all this bashing, I'm talking about black and white now. Y'all remember the little muscle preacher? Y'all remember him? Yeah. It is on. I'm talking about black and white, just pointing fingers and always want to just blame folk. You going through, but blame. They just so righteous. You know, I noticed, and I saw this one senator this week. They got caught up in a scandal. Always preaching against a certain lifestyle and got caught. The curtains will come off. God will pull up the skirts. And what you do in the darkness will come to the light. And the main one that's getting caught up in this stuff is the one that's always running their mouth about the stuff. And the disciples want to know who messed up. Why is this man blind? Why does he have an infirmity? Why does he have a weakness? Why does he have an issue in life? Was it his sin or his parents' sin? People assume that they know. But if I wasn't in the church, you know what? I like having people around me that curse because they always, I'm sorry, no, it's some stuff I need you to say because I can't say. And so if I wasn't me, I'll tell you what they say happens when you assume. But since I'm me, I'm not going to say it, but I think most of you all know what happens when you assume. Make a donkey out of you and me. All right? And so here they assume that something was wrong with the man. We look at somebody that's been in prison. We look at somebody that suffered. We look at somebody that did this. We look at somebody that did that. We look at issues that people have. We look at somebody that has an issue, and we assume that they've done something wrong. The reason I don't mind an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, but the reason I don't like the death penalty because I don't trust the criminal justice system. I ain't really got a problem with people getting punished for doing wrong, and I don't have a problem with that, but the system ain't fair, and so I don't trust the system. I have folk in jail for 35 years and then find out that they never did anything wrong and give them $35 to go and start a new life for the 35 years that they done lost. And so I don't trust the system. That's why I don't believe in the death penalty. And so folk will make assumptions that you've done something wrong because they see the condition that you're in. But be careful about your assumption. The one that you're pointing the finger out might be the one that God has there for such a time as this. God might be taking them through a process to prove that he's still God. God might be doing something with their life to prove that he's still God. You know, I ain't ashamed of any of the stuff that I went through. Yeah, there's some stuff that I did wrong and I apologize. I can't apologize no more. I've apologized and it's all behind me. But you know what? I believe God used the mess that I did in my life to show that he's still on the throne. I believe God used the mess that I've done to show that he still has all power in his hand. I can guarantee you some folks look and say, Ron saved? How in the world did God do that? God uses mess to show his glory. God uses mess to show how loving he is and how powerful he is and how forgiving he is. When folk don't want to forgive, God forgives. When folk can't get past what you used to be, God get past it. And so they looked at this man that was blind and said that either he did something wrong or his parents did something wrong, but they needed somebody to blame. And Jesus said you can't blame anybody for what he's going through. Verse 3, this is how Jesus responded. He said it was not because of his sins or his parents' sins. Jesus answered, he was born blind so the power of God could be seen in him. It's a movie that I like, and the star of the movie, and he got to go down and he said these words right here, this thing is bigger than me. Y'all remember Nino Brown in New Jack City? Nino Brown, they were about to take him down. Nino Brown said, this thing, y'all look at it, this thing bigger than me. I come to tell you that what you're going through right now, this thing bigger than you. What you're dealing with right now, it's bigger than you. The pain and the suffering that you're feeling, it's bigger than you. You can't allow folk blaming you because of what you're going through and folk trying to find fault in you. You work hard every day. You try your best. You try to do the best that you can do. But there's still some things because they convince us that we're the problem. You're trying your best. You're doing your best. You didn't have to show up this morning, but you did. You didn't have to get up this morning to give God glory, but you did. Yeah, you might not be living a perfect life. You might not, but guess what? There ain't a person in here that's living a perfect life. They might have a perfect 5 minutes, but they ain't living a perfect life. And what you're going through is not necessarily because you sinned or folk is close to you that sin, but this thing might just be bigger than you. God might be dealing with you and your birth defect and your birth challenges and what you come from. God might be dealing with you to show that he's still on the throne. And Jesus said that it was not because of his sins nor his parents' sins. He said he was born blind so that the power of God can be seen in him. And I thank God that all I am is a living testimony. What I ain't got nothing to do with you and nothing to do with you. But God uses my story for his glory. Are there any witnesses in the house that you said, you know what? I've gone through some things. I've had to fight through some things. Got some things I'm not quite so proud of. Made some mistakes in my life. But my story in the end will result in glory to the name of Jesus. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. Jesus said this thing is bigger than him. It's bigger than a blind boy. And it's bigger than his parents. In verses 4 through 5, it goes on and it says, let me explain to you. All of us must quickly carry out all the tasks assigned us by the one who sent me, because there is a little time left before the night falls and all the work comes to an end. He says, but while I am still here in the world, I'm the light of the world. Let me break it down. What Jesus says. Jesus says we are not simply here for our own pleasure. Jesus said we are not simply here to serve our own purpose, but each and every one of us, before we were formed in our mother's womb, God ordained us to be something and to do something. We can't allow our defects in life to convince us that we are not here with a purpose. I love pleasure and I love fun, but I got enough sense Somebody say yeah. When you are locked in on your purpose, folk have a tendency to get beside themselves and think that the world revolves around them. In my work, every now and then, I have to deal with folk that think that the world and my work is all about them. It ain't about you. It ain't about Trump. It ain't about the left. It ain't about the right. God has called me to do a work that I have to work while I have strength. Somebody say yeah. If God has called you to do the work, don't get distracted by the people. While I was reading the tweet that the young man said, he called Jay-Z trash, called Kaepernick trash, called Beyonce trash. I said, well, let me listen to some of Beyonce's stuff. And there was a song that came on. It was entitled Sorry. And Beyonce, I assume she was talking to a dude that thought he could do what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do, and use her any way he wanted to. But she said to the dude, I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. You ain't rolling up on me. You can call Becky, but forget about me. Bye, boy. Somebody say yeah. What am I saying? Some folks think you say, cause you trying to impress them. I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. Some folks think you worship because of them. I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. Somebody say yeah. Folks think you praise because you're trying to impress them. I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. There's some preachers in this city that got some envy in their heart for the work that I do. You better work your work. I'll work my work. I ain't thinking about you. My boy, this thing is bigger than us. It's about Jesus, the lily of the valley. I ain't thinking about you. It's about the bright and morning star. I hold my tongue because I ain't thinking about you. I'm doing the work that I was called to do. Somebody say yeah. When you go back to work and they roll their eyes, let them know I ain't thinking about you. Bye, girl. When you go back to school and you walk in the hallways, let them know I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. You can smile all you want. I ain't thinking about you. Folks come up to me after the sermon and want to know, Reverend Rawls, did somebody tell you about what I did? I ain't thinking about you. Bye, boy. Bye, girl. You better understand that Jesus is speaking on your behalf to your spirit. Get your eyes off of me and look to the hills from the sun of your help. Somebody say yeah. Somebody say yeah. If you ain't thinking about your neighbor, give him a praise. If you ain't